Hello? It is 12:31 and I'm like leaving the house. I get to use the garage. But my hair looks cute, like if I'm not like looking at the camera in this weirdo angle. Shut up, you stupid thing. But anyway, I gotta use the garage today because my husband is in Las Vegas, Nevada. Which you know what that means, right? That means, I brought another chapstick, where is it? That it's Pee-Pee and Peter's Bachelor Weekend. It's Pee-Pee and Peter's Bachelor Weekend. Don't worry about us, cause we'll be just fine. I literally have laid in bed for like the last hour and a half and just like looked at Twitter. Do you ever do that? And I was like charging my phone, but then I have to plug it in because I went through like 10% of battery just looking at Twitter. My life. So Alex left our house this morning. He's a little upset. He left the house. Come on, you stupid thing. They have all these beautiful wreaths on our gate door. He left the house this morning at 8:30. What do I want to do? Hold on, I'm closing everything out so that my battery... I'm going to have to hit this stupid gate thing again. Watch. He left the house at 8:30 this morning because he had to go pick up his boss and her mom from two different places and then drive to the airport, and they were supposed to fly out at 10. But something happened with the plane when they got to the airport, and they were there from like 10 to... The plane didn't leave until 3:39. He was not happy. And so... And Alex is not like really a big reader, and so he had like taken movies and downloaded them, but like he had already watched the movies, so like when he got on the plane he had no movies to watch. And anyway, so that was the deal with him getting there. They got there. There's I can't remember where they're staying. Not someplace that we usually... Why can't I remember where they're staying? It's not like the Cosmo. That's where we usually stay. They were going out to dinner. He just texted me and said that they were at Tao, which is like one of our favorite restaurants in Vegas. Although I haven't really been like hungry for sushi in a long time. And then... What is going on? I have like little hairs off my mouth. And then he was going to try to meet up with his cousin. Alex's cousin Maya lives in Las Vegas. And so I guess he was going to try to meet up with her, which is, I thought he said he was going to try to meet up with her tomorrow night, but like, I guess tonight they're going to go somewhere, which he has to be at this conference thing really early in the morning, so we'll see. And I just hung out with the boys tonight, with PP and Boo Radley and Tucker. And PP was acting so weird, and I called Tanya and I was like, I don't really know what's going on with him. And she was like, well, what do you mean? And I said, he's just acting really weird, and he's like kind of staring off and whatever. And she goes, I wonder if it's a side effect of the medication. When did you give it to him? I go, I literally just gave it to him. And so like it was so strange. Like for 45 minutes he kind of acted out of it, and then like just now when I left he was completely fine. He was actually sitting on the edge of the I'll have to show you this picture when I stopped, but he was sitting on the edge of the bed just like, hello. Okay, so he hates... We have a crate in the basement. It's like not in the basement, it's like you walk down the stairs and then before you open the door into our basement, it's like at the bottom of our landing in the basement is like, it's like slate floors, and then there's like this nook, and in this nook we have like the dog's crate, and we have this huge comforter over it, and it's really big. I'll show you a picture of it in a second. And we call it their house, and Boo Radley loves it. He goes in there all the time. Well, I couldn't find Pee-Pee tonight. Pee-Pee hates that house, right? And I went down there and he was just sitting in the house, like, hi, here I am. And I was like, I cannot believe that you are sitting up in this house. It's the cutest picture in the world. And I texted it to Alex, and I go, this is a change of scenery. And he goes, oh, maybe he's down there, like, preparing the puppies for when he's going to be gone. I'm like, Alex! Like, Alex is like, so, both of us started crying last night in bed. And I said, Alex, we can't think this way. I mean, PP might be here for another 3 years. I mean, we cannot be this way with this dog. You know what I mean? He's not gone yet. So, my stupid phone just, like, lost battery instead of getting battery. Let me show you this picture I took of PP because it's so cute. First of all, I'm really actually thinking, okay, now, I don't ever buy merchandise from YouTubers. And I would hands down never buy one of his books. But I'm thinking about buying some of Joy Graceffa's jewelry. Like, I really like that bracelet. I love beaded bracelets. I love beaded jewelry. And then I love that, it kind of reminds me, can you see it? That old school, it's like a crystal with like gold thread wrapped around it. So there's PP in the house. Isn't that crazy? Let me see if you can see it better. Hold on. I must have like a hair or something like stuck in. He's just like sitting in there. I'm like, what are you doing, honey? He never goes in there. I don't know, maybe it's because it's warm in there or something. Who knows? Did you guys like my Christmas story yesterday that I told? I don't know what I'm going to tell today. We'll see. I'm getting ready to get gas and go get a fountain pop inside, and then I have to go stop by Tanya's because she would like me to, that's weird. She'd like me to come and see her new couch, so I'm going to do that. Okay, I will be right back in 2 and 2. Ridiculous. It took me $32 to fill up my gas tank. And I wasn't even... And it wasn't even anywhere near empty. I had like 90 miles until empty. It looked cute earlier, just don't even worry about it. They were playing that song outside. Let's see if we can hear it. Solid as a rock. I love that song. I was sitting there and I was thinking to myself, do you ever just like randomly start thinking about the most random BS? I was sitting there and I was thinking to myself, God, weren't the 80s great? I mean, like, seriously, in the early 90s, it's like, I mean, seriously, like, the movies were better, okay? The books were better. I mean, you could go to the grocery store and get some ridiculous novel, like Lace, that would put you through it, and then you would have to pass it around to all your friends. That's what we did in high school. We drank Tab, which was horrible for us, but it still existed. We smoked Camel Lights. We wore big hair. We tapered our jeans. Yes, it was the years of About Last Night and Romancing the Stone. We loved Madonna and Sandra Bernhard. And we listened to the Smiths and The Cure. New Order, Echo and the Bunnymen. Gene Loves Jezebel, Susie and the Banshees. Violent Femmes. Sonic Youth, The Clash, Sex Pistols, Public Image Limited. Who else do we listen to? The Jesus and Mary Chain. I still love them so much. Friday nights meant freedom. Monday through Thursday, my friend Margaret and I went to the same Wendy's that still exists up here at Castleton, and each got a double cheeseburger, plain, with fries and a Frosty. And my mom would ask me later, why aren't you hungry? But I couldn't tell her that we had gone to Wendy's. God, I miss those days. I don't miss being in high school. I miss, like, the after high school. You know what I mean? This person has an Audi, like a sports Audi, and they're, like, going so slow. Like, why do you have that car? That will go to from, like, 0 to 120 in 2 miles, 2 seconds flat. But then you, like, drive, like, some grandma going to church on Sunday. Oh, oh, look at that. There used to be a Cinnabon right over there, and I miss it. And that Chuck E. Cheese used to be a Showbiz Pizza. And I don't know what that stuff used to be, but that Dollar Tree and Five Below right there used to be a bar called Coconuts. And we used to go there when I was in, when I turned 21. It was not a pretty bar. Oh my God, how much everything has changed around here. That's when you know you're getting old, is when you realize like what's changed, you know? So McDonald's has always been here. Oh my God. On top of our mall, where it used to be Lazarus, does Lazarus even exist anymore? Now it's Macy's. There was a restaurant on top of it, and you could sit there and have a club sandwich and a piece of pecan or pumpkin pie and look over the entire mall and just watch people as they walked and shopped. I loved it when I was a little kid. I have to run through the bank. I'll be right back. Okay. Turn off my Christmas tunes. I'm leaving the post office. Did I get a text message from somebody? Tanya wanted me to stop by and see her new couch. But she is going to bed. She said, I'm going to bed, sweetie. I said, okay. It is like 5 to 1. I didn't realize it was this late. I was actually going to go to the casino because Alex is in Vegas. I was like, I want to go to Vegas. But I wanted to go to the casino because I don't have to be up early tomorrow. I love when people send me receipts. I wish you guys knew all the receipts that I have. Okay, alright. Why is such a hard concept that you... Tanya just said come by the front door. So many people want me to make this stupid drama video about drama channels fighting, and I'm like, you know, here's the deal. Honest to God, and I'm just going to address it on this, and then you guys can... When somebody brings it up on another channel, you can say, he addressed it in his vlog. I'm friends with all of these people. Like, all of them. Like, I don't have any issues with any of these people. I mean, I'm not close, obviously, with, like, Karina. But, like, if Karina wanted, like, I know she thinks that it's ridiculous that I say reach out to me. Well, the only reason I say that is because she doesn't respond the times that I've reached out to her. So it is what it is. But like, if she did reach out to me, I'm not suggesting that she should, but if she did, okay, I would be totally open to being like, hey girl, let's get along, you know? Now, the John cookie and stuff, it's way past that at this point. I mean, I can't forgive and forget, okay? You know what I mean? Like, forgiveness is for me anyway, so I can forgive him for what he's done, and I have forgiven him, but it's just so fucking hard. I mean, he just keeps on doing it over and over and over again, you know what I mean? It's just like, he just keeps on acting out, and it's like, so many people send me this stuff, and even if I'm not in it, it's like, so problematic. But like, Rich and I aren't that close, but like, I mean, we're fine. I mean, we've texted and talked on the phone several times, and, you know, like, we're completely cool. I don't have any issues with, you know, the rest of them, Paige or Martin or Margot or Sam or Dustin or any of them, you know? Like, some of them I consider close friends. Not close, but close internet friends. So, like, for me, and then somebody was like, well, if you're not willing to make this is the same thing as talking about why, you know, Karina and Rich aren't willing to make a video about cooking and cosmetics. No, it's completely different, because they aren't willing to review a makeup company when they constantly review makeup. So Karina saying she doesn't talk about drama channels is bullshit, because it's not a drama channel. It's a cosmetic company. It's totally night and day. You know, if it was just a drama channel, I would totally respect that and be like, she doesn't really talk about drama channels. I mean, she does indirectly, but you know what I mean? So And Rich doesn't really anymore either, but they're a cosmetic company, and I've addressed that enough in other videos, and I feel like they're kind of in a screwed position. But for someone to come to me and be like, well, if you won't make it, you're biased because it's just, no, it's not. It's not. I'm sorry that you see it that way, but it's really not the same, you know? That's somebody just really, I would rather have somebody come and say to me, like, hey, I love you, but I would just love the shit out of if you would make a video. Then I might go, maybe I should make the video. You know what I mean? Like, and I will tell you right now, if I made the video, Sam said to me, she said, half of you guys are like, who are you talking about? She said, if you want to make the video, Peter. She goes, if you know, like, your subscribers are asking for it, she goes, it won't hurt my feelings. Because all I would get on camera and say anyway is, they're both my friends. I'm not going to put myself in the middle of this and get involved. I'm just not, you know? It doesn't have anything to do with me. So, but that's my 2 cents about it. I'm just like, for once, I'm not involved in the drama. It's kind of nice, you know? But at the same time, I sit back and I watch 2 of my friends fight, and I'm like, this is totally unnecessary. And it's not a point, it's past the point of who is wrong first. Because I don't even know at this point. I mean, I've watched it go on for so long. It's like, have you ever had 2 friends fighting? I feel like I've had that like all my life, you know? And it's just like and I know you guys would think because I'm like the drama channel or the gossip channel or whatever that I'm always the one that's like fighting with somebody, but I never am. I'm never that friend, you know? And it's so weird, like when you watch it, I want to see if there's like deer out here tonight. It's so cold and crisp outside. Oh dear. That like, it's really hard, you know, when you have 2 friends that aren't getting along, and it's like, and really in your heart of hearts, you look at it and it's like you see part of this person's side and you see part of this person's side. You see part of what this person's doing wrong and you see part of what this person's doing wrong, you know? And it's like, you want to say, shake them both and go, like, this is ridiculous. Either don't have anything to do with each other and don't comment on the other person and don't ever interact with each other, or beef it out. Like, let's get it out and be done with it. Like, you know what I mean? Life's too short. It just really is to engage in all of this stuff with people that we don't get along with. But, like, I also understand if your buttons are pushed over and over and over and over and over again, it's like, finally, it's like, enough already. I'm dealing with this, you know? So, I don't know. What do y'all think about this net neutrality thing? I don't know that so many people have asked me to make a video about it, and you guys, honest to God, I don't even know that I understand everything. I don't really understand the whole thing. I've read like 15 articles about it today. I researched all these articles, and I even put like net neutrality layman's terms, you know, and like, because I like really want to understand it, and I think I do understand it now, but like, I don't know. Like, let's just sit back and see, you know, what happens. And I'm not okay with it, and I do think it'll affect what I do on YouTube and Twitter, and I think it'll, but you know, like, let's just see what happens. The world is forever changing, and sometimes we don't know, like, you know, at the time, like, what the change will be. Not to mention, all of these states are now supposedly suing the FCC over it, and it's crazy. It's like, do you ever wonder about that, like, person that lives on some island in the middle of nowhere, like out in the middle of some ocean, and they have no clue about any of this stuff in the world? That's who I wish I was sometimes. Had no idea about anything. You know what I mean? Like, don't you ever wish that? It's just like, remember my grandma used to say, Tanya is literally trimming her Christmas tree as we speak. My grandma used to say, I'm going to take you up there and do it. She used to say, she wouldn't read the news or watch the news, and she would say, well, if something happens, I guess they'll let me know. Okay, I don't know where I left off. I don't know if I left off at Tanya's or at the post office, but I think Tanya's. So I saw her couch. It's gorgeous. She got this sectional. It's like this dark chocolate color, and it's this huge sectional, and it was like $5,000 or $7,000 marked down to $3,000, and then she got it for like, they were having some like sale on it, and she got it for like $775. So she got like this $6,000 or $7,000 sectional for like $775. It's gorgeous. Anyway, and then Alex called me to say goodnight, and He's going to bed. They have to be, like, at the place at, like, 9 in the morning to register for the conference. And, so he's excited about that. He loves to go do that kind of stuff. So he's doing that. And, I think I said earlier I don't have anything to do tomorrow, but I just remembered I have to have this meeting at noon tomorrow. And then I have to go to this viewing at 5. The viewing's from 4 to 8, and I'm going at 5. I talked about it on my Peterisms channel, and I don't know how it came across, but people were like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that somebody that you used to work with passed away, like they said coworker. It's not really mine to share the story, so I'm not going to share the intricacies of the story, but it was actually a patient that I had when he was 16. And then I worked with him after I left the treatment program. Like, years later, I worked with him. And then I worked with his sister. And I know his sister very, very well. And she's young. And I know his mom really, really well. So the whole situation is just very sad, very unexpected, and sudden. And so I have to go to the viewing. I'm going to the viewing tomorrow at 5. And I didn't want to go alone, so I called this girl that I used to work with. And I'm going to meet her. And she's like, yeah, that would be great. And she's like, I'm meeting so-and-so, my old supervisor that I had some issues with when I left. And I was like, oh, and I was like, great, that'll be comfortable. She's like, we don't have to. And I was like, no, it's fine. I can get, listen, I'm an adult, we're adults, and we've made up. She and I made up last summer, and I made amends to her and for my behaviors when I was there, which, I was a different person when I worked there. I was in a really bad relationship, and I was getting out of it, and, I think a lot of times you bring your personal life into work with you, and sometimes it affects your job, and I know in retrospect it did, and I had such a hard time seeing it, and, but I know in retrospect now that's what it was. I mean, I was in a really unhealthy relationship, and I was, like, literally stressed out 24 hours a day. But anyway, she and I got to talk last summer, and we had a really nice conversation. So I'm going to see her tomorrow, and then the funeral is on Saturday at 1:30. And then my sobriety birthday is Sunday, and I'm getting my coin from my sponsor. So I'm excited about that. And, what else? Goes out of town. This is so funny, but like the first thing I do is like I make the bed, I clean the bathroom, I straighten up the bedroom, and then like I clean the kitchen. I make everything really nice because like Alex is not like dirty or cluttered at all, but he's definitely by no means like as clean as I am. Like I like to have like a spotless place. And so I spent like an hour tonight, like just like, I changed the sheets in the bed, I like made the comforters really nice, I put all the toys in the chair for Tucker, because he's the only one that plays with the toys. I like cleaned the bathroom, I took out my new, what do you call it, I can't think of what that thing is called. Water comes out the top, humidifier. Took the new humidifier out of the box and put it up, and it was nice. Like I don't know why it's so corny, but I always do that. Tanya does the same thing too. It's like when Eric goes out of town, she like vacuums and cleans the kitchen table off, and she's like keeps everything like totally like perfect until and I like it to be nice when he comes to the door. I think he deserves that, so I like keeping a nice home, like having it be homey, There's already so many places that I need to clean out and get rid of shit that like if I Like, maybe that's one thing I'll do this weekend, is like try to get one of these cabinets cleaned out or something, you know? It's like there's already so much that I need to do that it's like, if I create more clutter, it's just gonna be worse, you know? Have you guys seen these things? I'm totally obsessed with them. This is spiced pumpkin. They're Yankee Candle, and you put them like over the heater, but like, let me just tell you, they like smell up the whole car. I love them. I'm completely obsessed with them. My like check oil light keeps on coming on. It's like, but just like this, the little symbol. It doesn't say like check oil or oil change required. Just a symbol comes on, and then it'll stay on, and then it'll like turn off. It like comes up red. Does anybody out there know cars that knows what to do with this? It like goes on, and then it goes off. Like it'll stay on for like 5 minutes, and then it goes off. And I checked my dipstick on my oil tonight, and I'm completely fine. I just literally had an oil change like 1,000 miles ago. I'm completely fine, like as far as oil. Like I could see oil on there. It was like in between where we're supposed to be and stuff. So I'm like, why does that keep on coming on? And it almost feels like it has something to do with my heat. Like when it gets too hot in the car, it's like, I don't know. Does anybody know? I don't know shit about cars. Gas is so expensive right now. I don't know what the deal is. I mean, maybe because the holidays coming up or something, but like that doesn't make sense, does it? Like, does that have anything to do with? Yeah, I just turned my heat warmer on and I can feel it warming up my cheeks. Oh my god, I got laundry done tonight. I was so productive today. I went and I met with 2 people for these projects. And got that done, and then I came home and took a shower, did my hair, filmed my videos. I filmed 2 videos from the main channel tonight. I was like in it. Filmed this really long video for my BookTube channel, and then what else did I do? And then I was doing laundry. I was doing a load of wash during that. So then I took my wash to the laundromat and I dried it. That took me like 15 minutes. I've got to get a dryer. But that's part of why I like just going to the laundromat. It's like done so quick, you know? And I have like no dirty clothes. All my clothes are, I never like, Alex can let his stuff pile up and pile up and pile up, but I never let my stuff like get to that point. Like I always like clean it as soon as I have like a pile big enough to like, I wash it. And then I was watching a bunch of YouTube videos. Just random stuff. Do you guys ever just go into recommended and just start watching videos of people you don't know? I was doing that tonight. And let's see. Then I did that, and then I went to the post office. Well, then I came home. Then I just like hung out on Twitter for like ever. I think I told you that earlier. It's like, do you ever do that? You just like look through social media and it's like you're just doing random stuff. I did that forever tonight. And laid in bed with PP and gave him his medicine and fed the dogs and took them out about 5 times. Every time I take PP out because of this Lasix medicine that he's on, he pees so much. And he peed on the bed again, and like Alex is like, this is so gross and blah, 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 whatever. I was like, I'm gonna get a pad this weekend. So that's like my mission this weekend, is to get a pad for our bed. Because Alex is like, I want him sleeping on the floor. I don't want him sleeping on the bed anymore. I was like, no. I was like, he can't help it. He doesn't know what is going on. And I'm like, I'm not gonna punish him. Something big deal is going on here. There's like all these cops, and they're like all like staged like apart. What is going on over here? Do they have somebody pulled over? Oh, they do. Oh my god. It's like a big deal. I don't know what that is. But anyway. Boo would prefer to be in his house, sleeping in his house. Tucker doesn't mind it. I mean, we let them sleep in the bed with us, like Boo and Tucker, probably 4 nights of the week. And if Alex has to get up really early, we have them sleep in their house because they just move around a lot. Tucker and Pee-Pee like to stay up all night long and play. And, so, I mean, it's real sweet, and I love it. Boo Radley just sleeps the whole time. But, like, Boo and Tucker and Pee-Pee will, like, get up and move. Get up, they follow each other around. They jump up, they jump down. And so, like, Alex can't sleep a lot of times. So we, like, on the days he gets to sleep in, they all sleep with us. And, of course, this weekend, they'll all sleep with me the whole weekend. And, so... I wonder how much a pad for the bed will be. Like a good pad. I don't want to get like a cheap ass pad. I can't imagine it's that expensive. You know? I don't mean like a rubber pad. I mean like, I don't know what I mean, I guess. I'll just go to like Linens and things and see what they have there. I think I'm going to make this a shorter vlog tonight because, to be really honest with you, I have no stories to tell that I can think of. And I want to do some longer vlogs this weekend. So I don't want to do like 5 45-minute vlogs in a row because I know it's really hard to get caught up with. And I'm coming up on this is probably 20 minutes. Oh my God, here are more police officers. So I'm going to get off now. And I promise you guys the next couple days, I'm going to do live streams. And I'm also going to do longer vlogs. So... All right, you guys, I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night.